Miami Dolphins. I like the move. I like the move. What is up, fans? You know we are down bad when we're celebrating a punter signing. Essentially a punter change. But I am very happy with this move. I'll talk about it now, but tomorrow I'm giving you my grade for the first week of free agency, and this is a good one. This is a good one. I'm very happy with this one. I'm surprised a little bit. The Tennessee Titans, a former Tennessee Titan punter, Ryan Stonehouse. Like the name Stonehouse with the stone foot. Boom, is signing with the Miami Dolphins per source. 2022 NFL punting yards leader and record breaker quickly finds a new home after the Titans made the peculiar decision to move on. And who is our new special teams coordinator? He used to be the special teams coordinator for the Tennessee Titans. And he was like, why is this guy available? You might be asking yourself, well, Doug, what do you mean? Well, if you look at, thanks to Fin Central, if you look at his average yards per punt the last 3 seasons, look at Stonehouse, 53.1 in 2022, 53.1 in 2023, and last year was a 50.6. Compared to Bailey, 42.1, 45.7, 47.1. Big difference. Now, you might be asking yourself, well, what are they going to do with Bailey? Well, if you come over here, if we cut Jake Bailey, we saved $1.975 million in cap space. Dolphins right now are currently sitting at $13.87 million in cap space. So they have somewhat of money. And like I keep telling you guys, they can come in, Sealer, give him an extension. And I'm not talking restructuring. These 3 guys in Sealer, in Brooks, and in Brewer, I'm not talking about restructuring them and taking the, this certain thing and turning it into a signing bonus and yada yada. Because if you look at these guys, Sealer has no security in his contract. If you look at Brewer, no security. No, he has a little bit of security. They ain't gonna cut him, but he's good enough that you give him an extension, you clear up some cap space. And then Jordan Brooks. No security in his contract, right? We have that potential out here. If they really wanted to do something, they can cut him, and then next year you can cut him. His contract isn't even guaranteed next year. So go out there and take those 3 guys, give them contract extensions. You can lower the 11 million, the 12.4 million, and the 8 million, and then you get yourself probably another $15 million in cap space. You also can take Austin Jackson's contract and you can restructure that mamma jamma. That is the one that you would need to restructure. Now you can cut them and save, do a post June 1st and say about $6 million, but that doesn't make sense because then you don't have a right tackle. So you could take like his base salary and turn it into a signing bonus, and then save about $10 million, give or take. Again, there's a lot that the Dolphins can do without even touching the June 1st. Not the June 1st, but the 19.1 of Tua, and they have cap space and they're fine. Because I know a lot of people, I came out with a video. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Talking about who I would add or the best available. And some people are like, we have no money. We have no money. We have money. And you need like 8-9 million for the draft picks. We're fine. If we had the number 1 pick, then you need more money. It all depends on where you're picking. So the fact that we're around 13, you need about I would say 8 to 10 million. I don't know the exact number. I'll get that for you when we get closer to the draft time, but there's that. But let's go back to talking about Ryan Stonehouse real quick, and why I like this move as much as I do. Now, Jake Bailey, they brought him back last year, which again was another head scratcher. And this one kind of feels like they're trying to cover up the Liam Eichenberg re-signing. And they're like, look, we got a new punter. We remember you guys didn't like Jake Bailey. Look, we got a new punter for you guys. And hey, we hired a new special teams coordinator, and it should be good. It's not. Real quick, though, I do have to shout out today's sponsor, and that is BetUS. You could check out their YouTube channel. They have a YouTube channel, BetUS TV. Go over there, check them out. Thank you so much for sponsoring this video. But yeah, it seems like this is all about making us feel better. But I do like this. And also, there was a video that someone put out. I will show it to you, of him like tracking down somebody and making a tackle on special teams. This is from David Fiorenez. Coming out, and not that one. Going out and making the tackle. Check this out. The punt. It's against the Ravens. You're like, oh man, look at that. He's gone. He's gone for a touchdown. You got to beat the punter. Everyone beats the punter. Stonehouse is like, get out of here. You got caught by the punter. That's bad. So I like this move. It's needed. I think it was the Tennessee Titan game, not last year, but the year before, where Jake Bailey kicking it and then receiving it and essentially starting on their own 45 versus like their own 10 kind of helped them score those score those 15 points, you know, and being able to flip the field and being able to have a punter to really pin somebody in their red zone is huge. You know, a lot of people underestimate the importance of that third phase of football, which is special teams. And Ryan Stonehouse hopefully comes in and does his thing. Now, you bring in a guy like Ryan Stonehouse. I know some people are like, well, they didn't cut Jake Bailey yet, and it might be a competition. And then at the end of the day, they're going to keep Jake Bailey and blah, 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 blah. You bring in a guy like Ryan Stonehouse. You bring in a guy who has such better stats and is familiar with your special teams coordinator. Bailey's out. It's going to be sooner rather than later. They're going to cut Jake Bailey and save that $2 million and use that for whatever. We don't know what Liam Eichenberg's contract looks like. We don't know what a lot of the contracts look like. So, you know, I'm going to talk about those when they happen. But next week is going to be very quiet, I'm assuming. Second phase of free agency. We'll see if the Dolphins do anything. You know, a lot of these free agents are kind of waiting. There's still a bunch that I would like. And then the 24th, we start draft talk. And I start breaking down prospects. Now, I wasn't going to do wide receivers because the Dolphins probably aren't taking a wide receiver in the first 3 rounds. Comment below, let me know if you still want me to do wide receivers. I'm doing every other one. I'm doing quarterbacks, but I'm starting with Jackson Dart. I'm doing running backs, but I'm not starting with Genty. I'm doing tight ends. I'm doing offensive line, obviously defensive line. I'm doing linebackers, safeties, corners. I'm doing them all because the Dolphins need it everywhere. Just not wide receiver. So comment below. Let me know if you're like, hey, you still do wide receiver. It'd be fun to see your thoughts and opinions on the top 5 wide receivers. Then I'll do it. But Dolphins made a move, and I'm happy about it. Continue doing stuff like this. Go out there, bring in Brandon Scherf, bring in Will Hernandez, or bring in Dalton Reisner. Go out, get yourself a Azeez Ojulari. Go out and get Asante Samuel Jr. I understand he's banged up, but you know, you got Ramsey to help, and go out there and get Justin Simmons, Quandre Diggs. I'm happy. I'm not so freaked out going into the draft. And then you can take a DT with that first overall pick, even though I want to. I am falling more and more and more in love with Jihad Campbell, and I'm really wanting him to be the 13th overall pick. Like, the more I see out of him, the more he's like a Warner type, Fred Warner type from San Fran. Like, I want him. Pause on that. But I will see you guys if more news breaks today. I obviously will make a video, but I'll see you tomorrow. We're going to grade day 1. We're going to look at who left and who came in and did we get better after the first week. So should be fun. But like usual, stay classy. Evans up.